What you know about?
Do your eyes deceive you? Or is Knightfall back in the casting chair? That's right, I'm back. Coach T called in a favor, and look at who's back.
Thank God I did not want to do this solo.
It's not fun. Talia did it a lot last year, and it was definitely an experience in its own right. So it's a fun time when it's two people.
Yes.
So for this one limited time only, you get the Knightfall special.
Now we just need to hope that the Apex team agrees and takes that energy in.
Oh, Nathan will be there will be special treatment for the next week by Nathan. He owes me big time.
Yeah. We need to
anyway, introductions out of the way. I'm Knightfall.
I'm Sniffy.
Risen from the grave. And this is Octane Collegiate Week 2. Three. I haven't been keeping up with this. I've been on retirement. I've been retired, so I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the Apex stuff. But I hear they're once again just getting absolutely dogged on.
It's been pretty rough. Last match was painful, to say the least. It was a lot of trying to make conversation with the dead air, but
it's nothing new. These Octane, I mean, it's semi-pro. It's a semi-pro league. Yeah. These are guys that just they're not quite good enough to make LGS, but they're good. They're really, really good. And this is the open division too. They're not even in Premier.
Yeah, no, but it was rough last match. It was rough the first match too. We're consistently 15th.
Well, so I mean, at least it's not last.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some good gameplay today. I talked to both Nathan and Storm this afternoon, and it looks like they're pretty high. They're getting ready to go. New event, more play time.
Yeah.
We'll see. Not really sure what to expect on it all.
Yeah. If we're seeing anything like last time's, my guess is they just don't get the right equipment and they get dropped early on. Because that's what we kept seeing repeat, and we just couldn't take the fights we wanted to. So,
I mean, really, a lot of it does come down to early positioning, early good loot, and I know it's Hard Rockers struggle with it playing into the meta.
Yeah,
there is a bit of a disillusion that you have to play either into the meta or against the meta. And Hard Rockers fall for it every time, and instead of just playing what they're comfortable with that fits some sort of meta, anti-meta positioning, they could do a lot with just playing what they're good with, what they're comfortable with. We probably won't see any mirages. Shame. But
no,
it'll really. I think a lot of the games do just come down to good legend picks, good landing zones. It'll really depend on kind of if they want to just take an early fight, get some KP on the board on right away.
Yep.
But
especially with the Evo Shield changes now being more important than ever.
And the evolution style that they changed into really does fit a very competitive play style, which incentivizes those early fights so that you can start taking second, third round fights with blue, purple shield even. So hopefully we can see a lot of that. I haven't in the past, so here's fingers crossed.
One can dream, right?
One can dream indeed. Last match though, was there anything good to come up from it, or is it mostly just?
It was mostly just getting pummeled.
Just getting pummeled. Well, I love.
We
to see
did
that,
see
though.
a sub last time though. It looks like we have Seed back in the starting roster along with Nathan and Storm once again. So maybe that'll help.
Who did we see play last week?
We had Notiverse play last week, or not awesome. I don't know why I say Notiverse. Not awesome.
Not awesome.
That name throws me every time I look at it.
Well, I'm glad to see C back in. He's very comfortable with that team. They've been playing a lot lately. I've been playing with them a lot, and I like seeing them play together. Maybe we'll see a little more kind of taking the reins.
Yeah, we can hope, but if we're going off the last few matches, they really need to try and get out of where they're dropping. They need to try and get their loadout set up as fast as they can, because a lot of times they've been caught on their drop zone and they just don't have the chance to fight it.
I really think Hard Rockers would benefit from just landing on a contested zone.
They did try that.
Taking a fight really early, almost trying to catch an enemy team off guard to get those early kills and then get the space to loot. Because you're not going to see a lot of third-party ganks right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So dropping on a team right away and taking a fight could benefit Hard Rockers, especially if they go for one of the lower ranked teams on the board.
Yeah.
Try to get something early. We'll see what they do, but the passivity of Hard Rockers is going to kill them.
Yeah, we did see them try and drop on another team last week, I think it was. It didn't go well for them. They got annihilated off drop as well. So it just becomes a question of, can we keep the energy going in? Can we manage to win our first fight and then go from there?
I think what it will come down to is an early drop, because if they drop late, they're losing time.
Exactly.
And that first round time is crucial. Time to loot, time to position yourself.
Yeah.
Because after that, it's just you're playing against the Storm. You're playing against teams that have been doing this for a lot more than we do.
Yeah, no kidding. But
I'm curious to see. We're starting on World's Edge. T, if I could get a drop location map. All right. So, they changed a little UI stuff. I like this.
Yes, they did change it a bit, I believe.
Last semester's was definitely harder to read. So I'm glad they picked. Looks like Hard Rockers are not declaring a drop spot.
I know the last 2 weeks we've been doing this. We've dropped Geyser every time. And we keep getting pushed from mods. So I'm interested to see if we try and change up the game plan here.
I think it really depends on where dropship positions itself. I think staging would be a good land, and then mosey over to the Voyage.
Mm-hmm. We have
possibly, and I like to do this when I play with them, land at Mirage and force UVU Black over to Fissure. Mirage has typically got a lot better loot than Fissure, and they're more than likely they're a team that's not going to contest right away, but opt to go for their secondary location.
I would tend to agree, but we have seen UVU both last week, so I think they are in our group. They've been consistently placing higher in the leaderboards with both kills and placements, so it would be a very interesting fight. But UVU has been showing very solid performance. Yeah,
Sky East would also be a good drop spot. You've got UCSD Navy land claiming both Trials and Sky West, so we should see them probably land Trials priority over Sky West, which could give Hard Rockers times to loot up Sky East and then rotate out possibly over to Survey.
Maybe, but at the end of the day, it just requires we're able to get out and actually take a fight at an advantage, because we've been seeing it a lot over the last couple of weeks. Elevation is key. If you do not have the high ground, you're going to end up like Anakin. But
it kind of just, a lot of it will end up depending. I know Countdown seems like it's going to be open, but I guarantee you're going to have 2 or 3 squads landing at Countdown. Landslide will be pretty open. Staging, I like the idea of maybe landing staging, except you've got a team at Thermal Harvester and possibly Mirage all coming in on you at once.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like getting into game here. I'll be curious to see what legends they pick.
I know I've been seeing very consistent Catalyst, Valkyrie, and then I think it's been alternating ever so slightly on our last one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
I like the idea of not playing into the Catalyst Bangalore meta. I think Hard Rockers would benefit from taking a Recon legend.
Well,
I know Valkyrie moved to Recon.
Yes, Valkyrie is almost.
She has been buffed significantly.
Yes,
I like that Nathan's going to pick Valkyrie. I think that's a good pick. I think Seed would benefit from picking maybe an assault legend like Ash or Bangalore,
something with that.
Or
looks like we are seeing a Catalyst play here though.
And I'm glad to see Storm playing Newcastle. He's very consistent with Newcastle, and it's hard not to pass up on a support.
Absolutely.
Especially with the versatility of being able to just jump between fighting and playing defense, as well as the the option of the kind of the get out of jail free card of that respawn.
The name of the game recently has just been rotate. It doesn't you've just seen Bangalore's be used for it. Obviously, Catalyst has been a fan favorite for a lot of people.
It's the control. It's being able to control the battlefield. Ooh, looks like we are going to go to staging.
Well,
look at that.
I'm not going to see you complain at the very least.
Well, I've played with these guys enough to know kind of where their heads are at in a lot of this. It seems that they are going to be on an uncontested drop, which will benefit them. They're going to land long and then rotate around.
Just get that loot out.
So, because I imagine with Navy landing at Trials, the last thing they're going to want to do is go against them when they can push over into Landslide, which will arguably have possibly a fight going on by the time they're already looted.
Yes.
Now, what I would love to see is just kind of a switch of the Catalyst. I have never been a fan of Catalyst. I know she has her uses, but I think Seed is a lot better in like a recon format.
Yes. You've been seeing it a lot with loadouts set up for him. He plays a lot more passive in his loadout, I want to say.
And he tends to play at a range where playing a recon would benefit him more than Catalyst, which is she's an up-in-your-face legend.
Exactly. She is meant for rotating around, securing the building from behind so you can just shove the barrels in their face.
I'd almost think Seed and Nathan should just switch roles. Nathan plays a very good Horizon, and Horizon consistently is good regardless of the meta.
Absolutely. I think the problem right now is the way I've seen rings ended up for a long time now is there's not a lot of cover, and you're almost required to bring something that can get you some cover, whether that be Newcastle. I've seen a couple of Ramparts flying around, but nowhere near.
It's really hard to play Rampart, and just in general, she's so situational at best. You almost have to be in final zone before the other team. You got to know where it's closing. You got to have your walls up, Sheila's in position, because if you're a Rampart caught off guard is going to suffer greatly in comparison to a Catalyst or a Newcastle. I almost think running Newcastle and Catalyst together is a bit counterintuitive. Which is why I think maybe a Bangalore would benefit them just a little better, especially that Bangalore's better than ever.
Well, yes, but actually, no. I know her smokes have seen a lot more hindrance in the close range area, which within the Octane doesn't seem to be a big deal, purely because they're not used as a close range deterrent. They're used to cover rotates, and then her ult, you can't go wrong with the Bangalore ult. It's good to force. Kind of just run with it.
I would like to note that Hard Rockers made a very quick rotation from staging over to Landslide. It appears that on our side, we do see that a team rotated in. I'm sure they noticed it very quickly and were trying to get away from it. Hard Rockers up to Blue Shield, not terrible.
No, not for this early on. You don't really... I know I've been seeing Blue Shields within the final rings even recently, but 9 times out of 10 you'll see at least purple by the time we get to ring 3 or 4. So...
It's like, they happen to have a Vault Key as well. This should be huge for their gameplay.
Absolutely.
I think you hand that off to Storm. Yep, let him get leveled up there. I love the new passive on the controller. Legends, allowing them to have
looks like we're getting some contact
right away,
and we're seeing a Rampart in play too.
Rampart, and it looks like
Maggie.
I like this position. I like this comp already.
Yeah,
this is super meta. That's a super meta busting comp.
Oh yeah, no, like you've been seeing a lot of bunker, a lot of rotate, and then Maggie's ult very good for just overall utility, whether it be trying to rotate out or push a team, and then. Obviously, Rampart, like you were saying, she's situational, but the coverage she can't provide in the right situations.
Like, as you noticed here, I think that team that went and pushed Hard Rockers ended up getting picked up from behind. And that goes to show that, like, that Rampart had plenty of time to set up, to push at the Hard Rockers, but not nearly enough time to turn around and poke back at an enemy team that would come up on their behind.
Exactly. It depends a lot on position play and knowing simply what's going on around you, which obviously is hard to do on a map like World's Edge, where there's so many different angles that you can get hit from.
Wrecker's rotating up to staging or down to staging, depending on how you orient the map. So every once in a while, it's
I'm
very
surprised
disordering.
how little contact we've seen so far, considering how many teams landed on just this side of the map alone.
I imagine you saw a fight between UMU Varsity and UHE JV as they rotated into Tree or into Thermo. I would assume UHE Sports over at Harvester would poke over at EA, OSU, and Siphon. Looks like you are seeing a lot of combat at where the Hard Rockers are located. They're getting poked at by an enemy team. Hard Rockers do have advantage in this situation with that height, but they've got a second team coming at them. I think it's best for them to just pull out, let those two teams fight, and possibly third party in later.
It really depends on what the rest of these teams end up doing, because it looks like there was a lot of activity almost surrounding mines. Looks like I'm liking this play here. Gets you some intel, lets you figure out where you need to go from here.
And it appears that those two teams did end up pushing in on each other. With Harder Wreckers getting away, this will benefit them greatly. Rotating back around into Fizzer, you do see that team over. Oh, this is a good dropping right on an enemy team here. It looks like they are separated. They've got their third teammate over on Mirage. This could be huge for Harder Rockers' mental and gameplay here.
That is the big part.
OSU Apex was eliminated from the competition.
Now it just becomes a question of, can we get that aggression in to capitalize on the split team here?
Well, I think Hard Rockers might have gave them a little more time. Oh, looks like they are over on Fissure. I think maybe it would benefit them to just push over onto Mirage.
It might
fight that leftover teammate unless he's rotated back over to his teammate's
looks like we're seeing another Maggie in play as well.
She's so good. She just busts up these really defense-heavy metas.
Yes.
I think you'd see some benefit, like having
From
Nathan run a Maggie.
Yep.
And leaving a Seer, a Bloodhound, maybe even a Crypto for Seed?
Maybe. I will say it's almost instrumental to keep Valkyrie on the team, because just the amount of pure info you can get once you have her shields to level 3 is huge. Like, it cannot be overstated how much intel you can get from that.
Looks like Hard Rockers did get a good spot on a team through the window.
Shoot out of those windows?
You cannot, but getting visual on an enemy team at that positioning is really good.
Especially because a lot of teams aren't going to be looking through those windows 9 times out of 10.
Most of them aren't going to be cautious around this area. I think they expect most players to be sitting in kind of the central area of Fissure, and having a building lockdown like Catalyst does right now gives Hard Rockers the advantage in this assuming they don't have the enemy team doesn't have a Maggie.
Assuming it doesn't have a Maggie, assuming Circle remains in their favor. There's a lot of ifs here that could go wrong.
That looks like we've got 2, possibly 3 teams fighting over on Hard Rockers Northwest.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm thinking at this point we got to start showing some aggression.
I think I agree with you.
Otherwise, we're going to be down on shields. We're going to be just in a very poor position by the time we get to the end circle here.
I know Hard Rockers should be able to hear a lot of what's going on around them. Having Storm at Purple Shields right now is great, but they really need to kind of start that process of getting up to the level 4.
Level 4s, even just level 3s at this point.
Having those extra ability upgrades are really game-changing. Nathan just getting domed by the enemies around him.
And that's especially what's making Valkyrie in the meta right now, is those upgrades. Without them, maybe it's just me, but I still think she is relatively not in the meta at all. And usually that's what it comes down to, is a level 3 upgrade that really changes a legend from a subpar legend to a top tier legend.
which is I mean it's a really cool thing to see, but it almost begs the question: take away the upgrades, can you still hold your own?
Yeah.
Looks like there is a team pushing in on Hard Rockers. Watson. It appears it's a Watson, a Valk, and maybe.
Not
Can't
sure.
tell. Maggie.
Yeah.
Hard Rockers Storm is going to place down his ultimate, block out that shield. This might be a good time for Seed to go lock down those doors again.
Absolutely. It's going to be a rough time taking this fight purely because, once again, you're already at a shield disadvantage. And we are in ring 3. We are about to close on the ring 3, and we're still on blue shields, which puts us in a very tough position once we start taking fights.
Good positioning, though.
Yes.
Hard Rockers did place themselves in a very reasonable spot with ring closing. They should probably see ring 4 in their favor as well.
Yes, and it's also very advantageous. No windows, which makes frags nowhere near as big of an issue as you've been seeing on other maps, which has made this defense-based meta just... It's been helping to defeat it, but it's obviously not been enough to shut it down entirely. Now,
speaking of controllers, though, I kind of like the idea of maybe running a Watson as opposed to Catalyst. Especially with like the lockdown ability of Newcastle, it would kind of be in their benefit to run the pylon.
It might be. I know we've been seeing a couple Watsons around, but we've also been seeing those on very dive-heavy teams who are.
I mean, an aggressive Watson is undefeatable.
Absolutely,
you play a Watson alongside like a Rampart and a No, I
know we saw him against
Maggie.
the Revenant as well.
Ooh, Revenant Maggie Watson would be quite the interesting
You'd
position.
sacrifice a lot of your intel gathering, which sucks, but at the same time...
You're basically playing for third parties.
Exactly. You have such a big chance to absolutely demolish a team if you can get up on them.
Hard Rockers might have almost been caught with their pants down on that one.
I'm surprised they didn't get at least one of them knocked there.
You got a team up on top of you. This is why I love to have a Maggie.
Yeah.
I'm dying for the Maggie ball.
I know. I've also seen a couple of altars running around, which I'm surprised to see because I haven't seen much in the meta.
From my gameplay, I don't see altar a lot.
Yeah, neither do I.
She's such a niche legend.
And you can certainly make a case for her if you're good with her, because that's the difference. Same thing.
But you can make a case for any legend if you're good with them.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I think I'm still convinced Mirage is better than all these guys.
Well, I mean, at 1 minute cooldown, I can see the argument there.
30 seconds with the right upgrade.
With the right upgrade. But isn't
Plus more decoys.
Isn't that upgrade also against the health on revive upgrade?
It's not that useful. That health on revive, like... I think, in my opinion, when it comes down to it, the health on revive is such a risky upgrade.
Yeah.
Because you're almost tricking yourself into thinking it's better than it is.
Yeah, I only say that because
it mixes well. Fair enough, but it mixes well with like the invisibility off of revive.
Yes.
But giving up basically probably one of his most overpowered abilities, it's hard to pass up on, especially when. I mean, if you're going down, you're losing the game.
Exactly.
It's especially in these high level competitions where any amount of leverage can go against you. I like what they're doing here.
Ooh,
good pick up there.
Here. Looks like we're getting what we were asking for earlier. That's 2 down. It looks like it's just a scramble at this point. Oh, this is gonna put them in. Oh, are they gonna be able to get out? Ooh.
No, Storm ends up taking down by the Storm.
Rough. I like the idea, though.
I did like the idea. They got vision on it. They had location, and the positioning that they were in was a really good option. They'll take all 3 kills. That'll help with their position. That'll help with their
and this is
overall
farther than they've
positioning.
gotten any other time yet.
I mean,
so.
with an 8th place, ending 3 kills, you've basically got the Storm totally crushing in on you. I think maybe they moved late.
Yes, that's what I was
think they
say.
could have probably taken it better. I know they were waiting for that Bangalore to go into a healing mode, into a healing set.
Yep.
But I just think if Hard Rockers would have just worked a little quicker, they could have made it out there and put themselves back into a position.
Exactly. That was what we were mentioning earlier. It's just that passivity they need to overcome, and they can probably get a lot further than they are before.
Oh, OU Esports ends up going down.
Yep, we're seeing that third party coming in all over again. Everyone likes to complain about it until they're on the other end.
Yeah, until they're the ones not getting third party. Looks like, ooh, is that a duo?
It is.
2 duos. I love seeing duos in these games. They are like probably some of the hardest fighters because they're just fighting for survival. They're maybe not picking up kills, but they're surviving, and then they just make the final game so annoying.
I know. We were seeing a lot of rats near the end of our last games, last couple weeks, actually. It's kind of just been duos and trios just biding their time because they're down to 1 teammate, or they simply just don't have the right equipment to fight it.
And I mean, logically, these trios could just push on these duos, end it pretty easily. However, what happens is they really give up a lot of their positioning for the possibility of 2 kills.
Exactly, and that's another thing. A lot of the times, these teams don't even know if it's a duo or if it's a trio they're trying to push in on. Because I know I've done it a lot of times where I thought I was pushing in on a trio, but suddenly, oh, they're dead.
Or you're pushing on what you think is a duo. And see, this is a great position for Rampart now. She's able to get set up. She's able to now put pressure on these teams on the lower side.
Yep.
That the duo up top is really, I think, going to put some effect. Ooh, unless Potato just gets absolutely ripped into by Sheila.
Yep. Then Sheila, I think, is one of the main contributors to Rampart still even showing up at this point. Because at least in public lobbies, I've seen Ramparts use Sheila as effectively a beast of an SMG, and it's worked. Which makes no sense to me. But I'm in silver for a reason.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking what they should do, because this team, UHEJV, is really kind of stuck in a really give and take position. They've got 2 duos fighting against them right now, and duo and a trio, and they have good position, but they've got to give it up, even though they could. Oh no, it is 2 duos. It's really kind of in their favor to push, but I think it'd probably be better if they set up again. They're going to give high ground to the second duo, which didn't end up going down from the Samuel and Floof duo.
This is a very hard position to try and fight at this point.
I mean, that Rampart getting lit up by the enemy teams. You've got basically this trio kind of sitting in the kill box per se.
Yeah, they're in no man's land. There's not really a way out for them. That's the sad part.
Valkyrie going down at this point really isn't that game changing.
Yeah,
I think. Seer.
Might be able to get
I like this. Okay, I think Seer is still good.
Oh no, like I'm one of the advocates of there are better options, but a good Seer, I will take that over an okay anything else.
Ooh. Floof really missing that.
Yeah, looks like that's going to put him out as well.
It is as well. Oh, Sheila. Rampart is. I mean,
Rampart
she's putting herself in those really.
you're kind of forced
niche
to a Sheila 'cause
positions.
you can't strafe with her at all. So it's kind of just you either put yourself in those interesting positions, or
I think the high ground is going to net this duo the win. I just
it might.
I mean, having Valk back into play is
Rampart
going to
down
be
from
huge.
Storm. Yep.
And it did indeed. That duo taking the win, playing off of that really good position of just height and letting the two enemy teams just swing at each other until they were exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Taking Valk down was probably the biggest play because she was the one going to take over height.
Yep.
And after she went down, there was nothing the low ground team could do.
Oh.
I like seeing these games. I would really appreciate it if Hard Rockers, did better. I think they took it late. I think they took that fight late, and it bit them in the butt. The storm bit them in the butt,
Absolutely.
basically.
I'm still happy. That's better than they've done for the last couple weeks now, so I'm happy with this performance, but I also don't have any frame of reference other than these last couple weeks.
I mean, it's hard to say because Hard Rockers definitely have this team. They play really well together, and it's kind of just they've always been situational, and I still think that maybe they should play into legends they're a little more comfortable with.
Yes.
I know it's nice to have those legends that can really lock down buildings like Newcastle and Conduit, Catalyst. There's so many C's, so many legends with C's. Newcastle and Catalyst, but I still think they would benefit from an aggressive Watson. I'm just a little biased because I like an aggressive Watson.
Yeah.
I've played really well with aggressive Watsons.
Yeah, they're just so hard to come by. That's the sad part. I
love when we have technical difficulties.
I think now's probably the best time to cut the break while we try and figure this out, huh?
I mean, that's okay with me.
I'm fine with that. I say we do that.
Even though I just like sitting here talking. I'll get you in a few.
Yep. See you then.
Ooh, we are back. Oh, picking up the gold G7 off drop is crazy. Welcome back, everybody, to round 2 of this week's presentation of Octane Collegiate. We see Hard Rockers getting the biggest bag known to man. Gold G7 off drop. The only other thing that would have probably topped that is if you pulled out like a gold R9.
Unfortunately, R9 care package.
Oh, I hate that. It's the one weapon you just... there's 2 weapons you don't put in the care package, and it's the R9 and the Wingman.
Okay, why?
Because they're too good. They're too good in the care package.
They had to nerf it while it was in the care
You
package.
put really terrible weapons in the care package because no one wants to pick them up anyway. It's like... Bring back the L-Star care package. Bring back the Charge Rifle care package. I mean, heck.
Nah, bring back the Havoc care package and give me my turbocharger back.
Ooh. No, the turbocharger's still in the game.
They took it off the Havoc. Oh. Which means it's no longer in ground loot.
You know what they need to bring back for the Havoc?
What?
Select Fire.
Select
Fire is the one hop up I wish they just make permanent.
Yeah.
I know it makes the Prowler. Oh, dude, Hard Rockers
or
what? Getting dubs after dubs. Picking up a gold knock for Newcastle is going to be just it's really good. Hard Rockers have the tools to make a really, really good match.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I do have a counter offer to your Select Fire though. Well, I forget what it was called. It was for the R3 and the flatline. Their Select Fire.
Anvil.
Yeah,
receiver.
give it that, and just make it the hit scan machine it used to be.
I'm glad they made the Charge Rifle not a hit scan weapon anymore because that was just annoying.
Well, I think it was less so the Charge Rifle itself being annoying, and more so the rampant hacking that happened with it because it did the damage off of charge up.
Right. Well, or they, just get rid of the hackers. Ooh,
that's
crazy idea,
that's asking
right?
a lot of them. When they get someone hacked during the pro leagues, during the finals of the pro leagues even, there's no...
I mean, when you have controversies where, like, your top 5 Predators were all cheating for at least 3 seasons, maybe you should address the problem.
Yeah, but that's asking a lot. This is a small indie studio.
This is a small indie studio. Ooh, Hard Rockers giving it 11 scanned. Oh, they have one. Dude, I think they pushed this team. I think it'd be a really, really smart idea for Hard Rockers to push this team. They obviously this opposing team obviously doesn't have the key, so they're gonna just sit on that vault. Mm-hmm. Except that vault was unlocked, so maybe they did have a key.
I don't know. I was seeing it like there wasn't when they were dropping Geyser. I wasn't even seeing a vault there. So I don't know.
See, putting shots down range, picking up some early damage. I mean, she's got those grenades. I think they could really put...
They could.
I think Hard Rockers put getting out of Gaslight is a poor decision. I think they could have pushed that fight a little better. They're gonna pushing for that care package is a bad idea, especially when you got a team coming up on a...
No, you got to get credit where credit's due. It's an easy care package, and they're not aware of that other team yet.
Switch over here.
Gold Flatline.
Gold Flatline's not a bad pickup.
There's no way you don't see that.
I do kind of... I don't really like the fact that they switched... They added gold weapons to care package. I do like that they guaranteed a weapon, but I think it would be better if there was just more red weapons in the game.
Granted, I also think it'd be better if the Kraber was reverted from its nerf, but here we are.
Well, yeah. Well, that is a
controversial.
Well, that is a statement that most of the Apex community agrees with, but the high level pros are gonna whine about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that was the final straw. Because I had a duo and I used to play with a lot. We loved to play arenas. They removed arenas. He wasn't on nearly as much, but he kept getting on for the Kraber.
Oh, because you got to get on for the Kraber.
Exactly,
it's
but
awesome.
then they deleted the Kraber. Now you're better off just using a Charged Sentinel.
Charged Sentinel with Rampart Walls.
Exactly.
It's pretty good.
You're better off using a Charged Sentinel.
One day we'll see the reversion, and at that point, just let Chaos take the world, right?
Yeah. Or heck, give me my L-Star with Barrel Stabilizer back.
Ooh, I did enjoy when they did that.
Yeah, I loved because I'd run Rampart exclusively with the L-Star with the Barrel Stabilizer set up, and then I'd throw in a Sentinel or a Longbow, whichever I found first.
Let 3Xs be able to be put on Wingman again.
Oh, God, no. Because that means they'd be able to put them on freaking SMGs again, which means we'd have a 3 times R99.
Well, I mean, I'd also really like if they brought back Digi. But they'll never do that.
Well, they've effectively done it already because Bangalore's down in the ground deleted.
Man.
And then... Well, heck, everyone has health bars.
Our winning duo from last match goes down.
Dang. I mean, they're still going to be in a pretty solid position, even then.
Let's see. As Zone 2 gets ready to close, Hard Rockers are going to pick up.
I do wonder what were our standings from that last match while we wait for that.
Yeah, have they been? I know they've been like regularly updating. Last year it was like we'll get back to you in 2 to 3 business days.
They do update it after every match. We just got to refresh the page every now and again.
It's fine. We could look at it.
That's good to know.
Here we go.
Hey, we're not 15th yet.
Yet.
The fact that I have to say it should be telling.
Well, we'll see.
We're
seeing good-ish rotates here. I think a lot of the teams are on the other side of the map or have already rotated in. So this really late rotate into zone is
it's going to be interesting.
It's gonna put Hard Rockers in a position that maybe they're not ready to be in.
Yeah. It really just becomes a question of what are they running into by the time they get to ring.
Yeah, a lot of that's another top 5 team going down early.
It makes me curious who they're getting taken out by.
Well, and every once in a while, sometimes a team just this is open league, right? So you're gonna have a big disparity between the really good teams and the really poor teams.
Yeah,
and every once in a while, a good team just gets caught off guard.
No, absolutely. But one thing we were seeing last week was our top team by the end, like the last few matches, they were just gunning for the teams right below them and just going for them really early. It's
a play that really helps get them into better positions. It's those early fights are really good, and they'll continue to be really good because they help you just get into better position.
Yep.
Looks like they've got a trio sitting down on that building. It appears it's a Bangalore, Newcastle. That's a Horizon.
Yep.
I mean, this is a team I like. I like this
No,
kind of team.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm forced to agree that I think we're hugging the meta a little too much here, which I hate to say because I love my Newcastle. But
Newcastle's good.
No,
and
absolutely.
Newcastle's a good legend that could stay regardless of the meta.
Absolutely. I don't think he fits here. That's the thing.
Yes.
He in a setup like this where revives are far and few between and your focus is on staying alive instead of ensuring
Storm.
Yeah, it looks like
Nathan getting picked up. Luckily, they do have that beautiful gold knock.
Yep, that is going to help a lot here. Maybe allow for some riskier revives.
And, I mean, at that point, you're kind of like... I mean, you got to run a support. You have to. It's the Newcastle Catalyst combo that I don't like, and I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
And I've never been a fan of it. It's just...
There's a lot of other options you could go with.
It's
you've been seeing Lobas being played instead of Newcastle's, which I think is a choice. I'm not sure how much I like it, which I hate to say because I also like playing Loba in pubs, but this is not pubs.
I think Loba has some versatility, but it's like selfish versatility.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like it's overshadowed so much by just better legends that have more team play.
Yeah, and like team play is really going to be crucial in these games. These high level games, like you can get away with playing Loba even on most ranked matches.
Oh yeah,
but here where it's like you got people that have been playing together for years.
Yeah,
having a really like Newcastle, I think is a good pick, and I would continue to have Hard Rockers pick Newcastle. It's just I really wish they would rethink.
Oh, there we go. Well, seeing Seed was losing some health. Guess we see why.
We're gonna see some push in. That's a good placement for Newcastle's ultimate. They're gonna force the stairs, which they can play off against a little better than that constant zipping. It'll give Hard Rockers a chance to reset just a bit.
And the nice thing is that now that Newcastle just deletes grenades thrown at the shield too, there's no real way to dislodge that.
And you might even have another team. Oop, Hard Rock Seed needs to. Ooh, that could have been really bad for Seed. That was a good move early. Great clear, though, by that opposing team. I think mine might actually be in Hard Rocker's best interest to have Nathan drop down and go from behind, especially if they can get a knock.
The problem just becomes that's a level of aggressiveness, especially in Fragment.
Ooh, they do get a knock. And it looks like they just picked up another, and they could. Oh, and they can clear.
Ah, there we go.
That's a great play there by Hard Rockers. Getting that knock early, resetting just enough to bait out that revive, making Watson relatively kind of
I was surprised
useless.
to see Watson running the revive upgrade as opposed to her other.
I mean, okay, so you see here that she's got fences around the zipline exit.
Yep.
But she should have known that with the blockage of that,
they weren't coming that way.
They weren't coming that way anyway. I think that was really came down to that Watson just having poor gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
Or game sense.
Yeah.
Like her mechanics were good, but knowing where to put your fences is really crucial. Her pylon was in a good spot, but having her fences on that door was a mistake, and that's what cost them that team. If her fences were on the other wall, they would have gotten an opportunity to probably push Hard Rockers a little harder, maybe drop one, and possibly turn that. But the way they have it set up, I mean, she has six fences to use, which is more than what she needs to close down that doorway.
Yeah.
Especially given that it's already been the top of it's been shut down by Newcastle.
I'm happy to see we're coming into this with red shields now as opposed to our blues from last time.
Taking that fight was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I just like Hard Rockers made a great decision to push on that. And now they're in great position too.
They've got the high ground. They've got play with a Mastiff.
It's Storm. He's not wasting his Hemlock ammo.
That's well, they gotta have heavy ammo down there, right? I guess not, considering Nathan also seems to not be doing too hot on it.
See, and this is where I really like Bangalore here, is being able to smoke out. They're gonna have a team land on top of them. Ooh, actually,
right below them.
Hit the low side.
Might even work to their favor,
given the Watson fences.
Yeah,
there.
Exactly. That might work greatly to their favor.
I think I like the idea of sitting here up top and poking, but I think maybe they're risking it a little too much.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how long Nathan can keep that flatline fed at this point. It seems like he's running low on ammo too.
I think maybe it's in Hardcore's best interest to fight on that second floor.
Yeah.
Kind of keep that locked down for enemy teams that are pushing in.
Speaking of, I think we have two teams about to stack on each other on us. Maybe. Thought I saw one coming in from the building towards the south.
I know they're low. Hitting that is...
It's a
they
little
kind of just put a target on their back. That's great for grenades. Perfect play there by Seed.
Only
39 damaging.
39.
Kind of a bummer, but
Yeah, that's how it goes. So nades are fickle beings, or at least arc stars are. Regular nades are kind of just.
Arc stars do work, dude.
No, they absolutely do.
At a good placed arc star can really turn the tide of a fight.
I'm still a sucker for frag grenades. You can't go wrong with the basics, but I can see the argument for almost all of them. Except thermite nades. I only see thermite nades used for finishing downs. Which
taking away rotation is a really good option for a thermite, just kind of like controlling the battlefield. I typically like exclusively pick up arc stars.
Yep. That's what I do with frags typically.
You got 3 teams in this building.
We got one on the outside, one on the in, I think.
One on outside, one side out in, and then one with us.
Yep. I'm liking this play. I don't know whether they're going to reposition to, though. That's the
problem with it. I maybe the far side of the ring?
I don't think so.
I mean, they could.
this is a ballsy landing position.
It is.
Yeah, I'm liking the idea here, though. They can, but I don't think
it's definitely a move.
I don't like that we dropped Newcastle here. I think we had some miscommunication on that front. That puts them in a very rough position.
I think. Well, he wasted it, is what it is.
Yeah, because they're still. Yeah, because that's both ults gone.
They just wasted both their ultimates, is what it came down to. They could have waited to use both of those until now when they needed to rotate out.
But it looks like they're just going to steal someone else's ults. Oh, that is ballsy walking through the Watson fence, but it seems to have worked out.
Storm has to assert dominance as the superior Newcastle.
Absolutely. Oh, Mastiff putting in great work.
Hard Rockers have 2 gold shields?
Yeah. Yeah, they got another one earlier on.
Ooh,
and that's a squad gone, too.
Another one, but with both their teammates down and a team pushing in, Hard Rockers are going to have to stick around for a 6th place. With 2 squad wipes, though.
2 squad wipes. I'm still loving this. This is a far better performance we've seen the last couple weeks.
And so, up until the point where they landed on the bridge, Hard Rockers were playing very, very well. They were playing intelligently. They were using positioning to their advantage. What went wrong was after they landed, both Seed and Storm hitting their ultimates was a real waste of them.
Yes.
When in reality, they could have just played those boxes for a little longer and then used Catalyst's ult.
Exactly.
To reposition into a better spot. Maybe take that fight a little more in their favor. And on top of that, you've got your Newcastle ultimate left where you can kind of shut down the push by that enemy team while you guys are low.
I think that had to be a miscommunication on the comms.
Maybe not. It was a mistake that I think probably cost them maybe another placement, maybe a few more kills. They took that fight really well. They took it aggressively. Great third party. They a response third party. Like that was a great example of a Catalyst ult right there.
Yeah.
Using the movement to reposition. They just obviously didn't get into good position. With it.
It was unfortunate, but they had the right idea. I think it's just the execution needs a little bit of work.
And that comes with experience and really knowing kind of, that Bangalore really shutting down. Oh, yes.
The rat.
Oh,
the rat.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving
this. The upward
this.
Grenade is a beautiful play. See it. Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful numbers.
Oh. Not enough to get the kill.
UVU Black once again putting their names out there.
I mean, between the lack of knowledge of where that Valkyrie was to the beautiful response with both the thermite and the frag. I mean, Oh, all it would have taken is one really good punch with the Mastiff, and she probably would have picked up a second place.
The Mastiff is a fickle mistress, I will say that.
Not as fickle as the PK.
Oh, that's why no one uses the PK.
I still love it.
The PK isn't just fickle, it just decides it doesn't want to do its job at any given time.
It either does or it doesn't.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, you hit that 109 headshot, and it's chef's kiss. Most of the other times, it's just 6.
It's that like nice little 9 damage tick right there.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but
yeah, you work with what you can get.
Although these are some of the 2 best performances I've seen from this team in a while.
Yeah, yes, and this is the best I've seen.
I mean. I know they don't practice a whole lot. I live with the captain.
Yeah,
I know they don't practice a whole lot.
I have offered to help. They don't know what. They don't seem to do it outside of scrims.
I mean, Nathan definitely gets his reps in. So yes.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know where Seed gets his reps in.
Yeah, I know. Not awesome. Likes to try and play ranked as much as he can, but past that.
I don't think Storm plays much.
So there's a lot of different stuff going on in that area.
I think this is more entertaining.
It does.
This is much more entertaining.
Yeah, this is very entertaining. I will give you that.
Especially when we pick up a big win in some of the dumbest ways possible.
Hey man, I will gladly take another Horizon ult into the Storm to get us a win. If we can,
I have seen Horizons. I have seen Nathan do that many times.
Yep.
Storm once again picking up the Newcastle. Nothing. I mean, everyone is pretty meta running here.
Yeah, you've been seeing a lot of this.
I like the caustic.
I don't know how much I like the caustic. I mean, it really depends on how you want to set things up.
I think caustic is. I've always thought Caustic was really good on World's Edge.
Yeah.
He really does have the option to shut down a lot of big aggressive plays. But at the same time, you've got to be really good with Caustic to get away with some of the stuff he does.
Absolutely. I come from way back when he was first dropped, and he was
when the game first dropped.
Yeah, when he first dropped. That's all you have to say.
When the game first came out.
Yeah, but
he was one of the OGs.
Yeah. I remember the glory days of him, and he feels lackluster compared to them.
I know he's playing in Premier, but there's a player that I like to jam with. He plays a mean Wraith, gets away with things that he definitely shouldn't be.
Yeah,
and I want to see him play some games.
I mean, hey, playing Wraith in the first place in a league like this is definitely ballsy. Granted,
I'd actually, you'd be surprised because of how aggressive Wraith can play in these matches where it really comes down to like an aggressive play style.
Yeah,
I mean, just pairing her with someone like a Bangalore and
another gold knockdown.
Man, I like this drop location.
Yeah,
the countdown is such a good drop location for them.
Absolutely, it seems to be doing them plenty of good.
It would. I mean, it would. If we picked up another gold G7, maybe we could see some like long range gameplay.
Call me crazy. I've never been a fan of G7. The bullet velocity has always felt off to me.
Do you play a lot with any sort of marksman weapons?
I typically do. Marksman weapons specifically, I'll do triple take in the occasional bow check.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like the G7.
Yeah,
if you're playing triple take and bow take over like over 30-30 and G7. You don't play bow check and 30-30. You play bow check or 30-30.
Exactly. The bullet velocity just throws me every time. I've talked with these guys about it too.
Having the cheat of like a 3-shot spread is
I
mean, I can see why people would use it.
No, because I typically tend to gravitate more towards sniper weapons like the longbow or sentinel. If you see me pick up a charge rifle, it's not me. Put it down. But bullet velocity is a great thing for me, and I hate trying to use a DMR that has the same.
Well, when
velocity.
energy weapons don't have any bullet drop either, it's pretty nice.
They have a little bit, but not anywhere near.
It's not
it
noticeable.
matters. Yeah.
I mean, maybe at really long range, but that's why you don't see.
Yeah. The only exception being the charge rifle, which
I wouldn't consider it an energy weapon.
Yeah.
It was never an energy weapon in Titanfall. It was always a Titan Buster.
Yeah.
So, because it's like it has projectiles.
Yeah, it does. Which that's what throws me.
In the lore,
it
has projectiles.
In Titanfall, it was always hit scan, which you saw.
No, it wasn't always hit scan in Titanfall.
It wasn't.
No.
I thought it was because
the first introduction of it being hit scan was through Apex.
Okay, because I remember. I played Titanfall back a while ago. I just remember seeing people popping off with the charge rifle, just using it as effectively a hit scan. Screw you to anyone.
Well, I mean, if you were good enough to do it, a good place.
I preferred my Kraber all day, every day.
Ugh, I loved the Volt. I still love the Volt.
Yep.
I think the Volt's
a classic.
A great gun. It's with the R9 and the care package. It's my go-to.
Yeah.
And the Wingman.
I'm partial to the Prowler just because it is a hip-fire beast.
With the select... I wish the Brigade...
I wish it was back. I wish it was.
Ugh. It's my favorite. My favorite select fire weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hard Rockers have a
Volkey.
Have a Volkey as well.
Yep.
I mean, this routine of landing countdown, getting a vault key, getting some good early loot, another
gold knock. I'm liking this a lot. This is putting them in very good positions to capitalize on almost anything.
This keyboard worked. It does not. Tab for me. Yeah. Okay, so 14. Ooh, couple teams are out.
Yeah.
Bummer. Well, that's what I wanted to see. Couple teams out already.
Yeah.
No one that.
Oh wow, they're already taking fire.
Definitely need to think about repositioning.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be diving right into a team.
Getting back into zone, getting to see that extra HP. Be nice. Maybe they'll go hit up that other. The Eva Harvester.
Yes, that would be very nice because I think that'll put them
close maybe
to
Storm.
It'll put them closer to purple shields because I know
Nathan sitting at purple already is great. I think maybe a care package would be in their favor. Looks like maybe there's some enemy teams over in the distance that could help the lack of shields.
Yeah, that would be huge because that helped them a lot in that last fight on the last match, is having those extra shields.
Just able to take a little more punishment from enemy teams.
Absolutely.
It hurts if you're not managing your health, but
details. I totally manage my health items. What are you talking about? I'm not going into final ring with 2 cells and a dream. No.
It's pretty normal.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like you can't really back out of a fight way.
It's fair, actually, yeah.
A lot of the time, that's what you're going to see in these matches is getting low is you're probably better off just fighting it out till you go down than pulling out to heal because you're just going to get pushed. There's too punishing.
Yeah, it really becomes a question of how much do you trust your 2 teammates to hold the fort while you try and pop a Phoenix kit for the next what feels like an hour.
Yeah.
But
another drone. Now it would be definitely something if they hit up another vault.
That it would. They have another key.
And they're close to another vault.
But is it anywhere near ring? That is the question.
At this, well, when it comes,
Because
it's only round 2. They could hit up the vault.
It's round 2, yes, but at the same time, like you've been saying, positioning's key.
But the vault.
They already hit a vault. They have
what's better? You know what's better than one vault? Ooh, looks like enemy team off over there in the distance. Not gonna see Hard Rockers push that. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, get to ring, try and hold them out there. Looks like there might be also just going for the easy Falcon tail.
What I'm actually curious about, with the Hard Rockers shooting over in the distance at an enemy team. I don't think we're gonna see much pushing from either of them.
No.
Especially with Hard Rockers having the clear advantage in this situation. However, giving up that vision might be the best choice.
It really depends on where they try and land. It doesn't look like they do have any teams to their south, but it looks like they are going to be diving straight towards the next gunfight. Yep.
Okay, so they've got team in the tunnel, team up top.
If they did grab that vault key, this could be
they're
right
over
here.
Are they over at Siphon or?
They are over at the dome. They are right next to Stacks.
Oh, okay, so they're over at Stacks.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been probably about a month and a half since I've played.
Details.
It
might have already seen Vault opened over here.
Yeah, Vault has already been opened. I don't like that they're in here. It's too pinchy. You got 3 teams that can come in. However, I think they do have vision on one guy up, closer to Stacks, where they could go for a push.
They could. I think it really becomes a question of if you get held back, do you really want to try and stay in this cave? Because
it's probably better for them to just sit and that Stacks team I don't think is coming into the tunnel. They're going to push around.
Well, they will be taking shots though.
Well, when you've got a team kind of breathing down your neck, I would too.
Yeah, that's very fair. Kind of just poke damage at this point.
They're not a duo, are they?
No, they are a trio.
They are a trio. Okay. I think this is a bad spot for Hard Rockers. I don't like that they're in the tunnel. I think they should swing around over to the left here, pick up Chad off the back end.
Yep.
But I mean, because they're basically looking down the barrel of 3 squads. If they
try and go that way,
the north exit.
Exactly. There's no cover if you go. It looks like they are taking your advice.
That's a good play. That's a play I expected Nathan to take.
Yeah.
I know he can't. He knows there's a team on the north side, so taking out the west exit it's the play.
Exactly. Like you can't afford to stay in that cave because the moment you get this exit closed off, you're guaranteed to lose. Yeah. You can't leave.
And I mean, with
cave.
like playing edge of zone is going to benefit them a lot more than playing right in the center.
Yep.
It's hard not to just I mean, sitting at the edge of zone really does present like really good gameplay because you can play off of other teams' like mistakes. And so like right now this is a great spot for them. They can sit, they can stay away from fire from enemy teams. They can sit and watch that exit as the zone closes on it. And you're probably not going to see a whole lot of teams push out of that.
Yeah.
Especially given that it's going to be round 4 zone.
Yep.
In, in a minute.
It's great positioning. The only thing I hate to see is we are still at blue shields for most of our team here.
If we rotate over to the Storm and Seed, we should see how much they have left to upgrade. But
I know. Yeah, we have Seed over here at 600.
Yep. And Storm's gonna be
about the same.
Seed does have the advantage of having the
DMR,
the passive.
Yeah.
The controller passive, so he has that extra shield bar.
Yeah.
Storm is going to be probably the one you want to Storm needs to be the one to have the purple shield because he's got the gold knock as well.
Yeah.
And he's going to be probably playing off of any downs.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part is you've dug your grave, now you're just forced to lie in it while everyone sits in their respective corners at the moment.
You're going to have a couple teams pushing in, though, as the storm closes.
Beautiful position for us here. Problem is there's not a lot of cover between us.
Which is good that we're running at this point in time. Not that they could have predicted it, but at this point in time, this double cover combo does help fare well for them.
Yes.
I think they're maybe pushing into zone a little early.
Yep.
Going for the then you got to give that to your teammates, dude.
A little selfish, but we roll with it.
We roll with it. Okay,
I forget we do have this outcrop right here, which could serve very well as a nice little spot to hold.
Well, and since they don't have a team behind them at Dome, there's no one that can zipline in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably the best case for them to just stay off these rocks or stay on these rocks unseen and wait for teams to move in.
Don't think that's going to be the play we choose today. Looks like we are going to be taking this
is a
right
duo
here. Problem is they have a trio close on their tail, I believe.
Oh,
that might be
I think that was a poor rotation.
Yeah, this is going to put them in a very bad position as they have one already hopping into their back
They do
line.
have one guy broken down. Dropped one. Storm is going to go for the second.
Yeah.
Can he get the squad wipe?
No.
I'm going to say no, but with Hard Rockers team coming in off the back, they are able to wipe. However, you've got a team that rolled up, took your spot, and now you are on the opposite side of zone with two other squads to your left that are going to make it really hard.
I'm curious as to the idea of this wall.
They're not rotating with it. They've got the cover. It's just a waste of an ult.
Yeah.
They've got, and especially since they have teams to their west, you don't need to worry about those eastern teams.
I'm not sure they're aware of the team to their west.
They're locking it down. They're going to pick up another.
They got one down in Storm.
Watson goes down to the Storm.
That is
good
going
to be
Hey! That's a team wipe.
Nathan is just waiting for those moments when people do that.
You gotta love the Nemesis, especially for moments like that. It's just consistent.
I don't like it.
No one does.
It's so inconsistent. Nathan's sitting at max level already. That will be great for him. The rest of his team, perfect. Ooh,
they're just in a very tough spot, though. They almost need to get over to their wall and just hold that.
They need to sit on the wall. I know they want to loot. Ooh, picking up the R99 is huge. Running the R99 bolts is going to be
disgusting at close range.
Storm needs to hit the ultimate charge, the ultimate excel, so that he can get that ultimate back. Especially, it's going to be so crucial now because they're going to lose cover really, really quickly once that storm starts rolling in. This would also be probably the prime time to use that catalyst ultimate to try and take cover that they are surely lacking now. They can jump between some of the cargo crates, but it's going to be. I mean, you got a rat on your right side.
Looks like they did find the rat squad, but I'm not so.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like it does put them in a very bad position to deal with the storm here.
They should have just let them go, not taking the storm damage. That's the ultimate we want to see. Hard Rockers on the move.
Oh, yeah, that is not the move. It looks like we are going to have to leave one of our folks to die. I think this is just...
that was bad. Okay, bad play on Hard Rockers. What you saw happen was that was basically a preemptive... it was a preemptive Catalyst ultimate that basically announced to the world, hey, we're right here.
Yeah.
And instead of using it to play for cover, they continue to heal and kind of be very lazy about the rotation. I don't like that they went for that pick.
Yeah,
on the
that
Valk team
walking
in the zone. I mean,
this
you're
late.
not killing them fast.
Exactly.
You're not going to kill them fast enough. They're not in the zone losing health. It was a bad choice.
Exactly.
It was a decision, and Nathan got greedy, and Storm basically Seed went whipping on it.
Yeah. I think Seed just kind of got dragged along at that point.
He kind of does when Nathan makes poor decisions. Don't ask me how I know. We're going to see UVU Black, though, kind of taking command of the battle as they're pinning down this opposing team.
This
is at the point you can't win. It doesn't look like they have a Valkyrie. They might. No, they do. They do have a Valkyrie, so they could play off of. Oh, you missed the Kraber.
No, you did it again.
Oh boy,
who gave this man the Kraber?
Lovencrock. You're not allowed to play Kraber anymore. You missed too many shots. You had a free kill on the Valk. You missed. You had a free kill on the Newcastle. You missed.
UVU Black, we're once again just seeing a heavy performance-based team here.
Gave up the high ground for the push. They're still going to sit on it. What he needs is just sit there and be patient. Just sit there and be patient. There we go.
Beautiful shot.
All right,
can we get a follow-up? Oh, no. This is a ballsy play. Not paying off.
Okay, he's got a single shot left. T, I want to go back to him.
Please get a headshot.
Go back to him, T. I need to see this.
Please get a headshot.
Oh, what are you doing?
No!
And you lost the game because you can't play Kraber.
Oh, that was...
All you had to do was just sit there and take the shot at the Newcastle, and the game was over.
Oh,
but they gave up high ground, and they got pushed into.
Oh.
UVU Black just you know what? That was just the choke.
That was a choke and a half. Do not give that man Kraber.
They had the win con. They had the positioning. They had the weaponry, and they gave it up.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
You do.
It's really unfortunate, but game 3 already came in. Look at that. Hard Rocker's sitting fairly well.
The
Top 5 is not terrible. Even amidst that terrible form, is UVU Black picking up first place.
I'm happy to see us not sitting in double digits placement for once.
We got 3 games left.
I can dream, Harold.
They got 3 games left.
Yeah,
and I assume
we're going into Storm Point too, which I know historically we have not performed well on.
Okay. There's one problem I have with Octane. I've been very vocal about it. We got to play some different maps.
Yes, please.
I do not like playing World's Edge and Storm Point every single week. I think they should just add a third map.
The problem is, what do you add though? Because I think
World's Edge. Or not World's Edge. Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon. You add Kings Canyons. I'm okay with Olympus. I love it. Olympus is my favorite map.
Kings Canyon, I can't see the argument for. I like the idea. You can't do Olympus.
Yes, you can.
Because you can,
yes,
but it gets so...
Yes, you can.
It gets so choke pointy.
Yes, you can.
At a certain point.
So you play Legends that can play off of choke points.
Apex, at least Apex better.
14 years, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so there's some certain. It's like they've got such good maps that they could play. They can play Kings Canyon.
Yep.
They can absolutely play Olympus. They could absolutely play Broken Moon. And the new one, E District, is so. It would be game change. It'd be so different. You'd see a different play style because it gets boring.
It does.
They do the same. It's the same song and jig every week. Mm-hmm. They don't switch up the maps, and it's my only problem because you could see because even in ALGS, they change the map. They force these teams to play in uncomfortable situations because that actually shows how good you are at Apex.
Yeah,
these teams, I guarantee, these teams religiously practice on World's Edge and Storm Point. It's just. It's aggravating.
Yeah,
it's my only complaint with Octane. It's my only complaint with them. They do a lot of things really good. That's the only bad.
Yep. I think you also have the advantage of complaining because you've had to deal with this firsthand. you know how rough this gets.
It's a choice. Now the real choice will be if Hard Rockers change up the comp for the map. They should.
They should, but they won't. They haven't changed their team comp for the last 2 weeks.
Catalyst is not good on Stormpoint.
No.
You have the cover to play off of it. Use the Bangalore. Use the Ash. The Ash is so good on Stormpoint, being able to just take away those really wide rotates. They don't listen to me. They don't listen. They'll never listen to me.
I feel like they need a coach at this point.
Yeah, no. They couldn't afford me.
Well, what do you cost? That is the question.
Yeah, not what they can afford. Not what they can afford.
You're just going to set it slightly higher than whatever they offer you.
I'm telling my secrets. Okay. I do like that we're dropping. We usually drop here.
Ooh.
It's the spot.
Yeah, this is where we were dropping. We were contested on our last couple weeks.
I mean, this is a drop location where you can land contested and fare relatively
well. It just depends on
how soon you're pushing, where you're contesting at, if you're dropping right on top of them.
If you
it
actually
looks
get
like they're
weapons.
gonna have a team move in and contest them. Ooh, Seedbot picking up the dualies right off drop.
I'm curious if we can see the drop map for this as well.
That's World's Edge.
Nope.
Yes, let's claim a drop. Yeah, there we go. We're not claiming.
Yeah, we didn't claim one at this point.
We just land. And I like where we land. I've always liked where we land. It's a great landing spot.
Yes. I did see you guys also landing. I want to say it was... was it Storm? No, it wasn't Stormcatcher.
Oh. I don't...
It was Launchpad you got. Yeah, because we do have a claim spot.
Oh yeah. Oh, Will. That's a move. We claim a spot and then we don't land there.
Yeah.
It's the play. Is that gun shield? Oh
yeah.
Man. I don't like the gun shield. Unpopular opinion. I don't like the gun shield.
Okay. I'm forced to agree with you only because a lot of the LNGs don't profit from it. Like
running the wingman. Oh, we're gonna see some good gameplay.
Yes.
I love the wingman.
Call me crazy. I cannot.
Wingman's the best gun in the game, undisputed. You cannot change my mind about that.
I'm sorry, I cannot use the wingman with anything more than one times. Like I suffer.
I don't use soap. I don't use a scope. Period.
Oh,
beautiful!
That's
a fully charged sentinel.
Yep. What was I telling you?
Paid for that one.
I don't think that was. No, that wasn't. There's no way that was a charged sentinel because he would have been down. It does just enough damage to down on charge. Because I think Nathan still has white helmet.
Does he? Probably.
Yep. So I don't think that was charged.
All right. Well,
lucked out on that part.
He did. One good charge and
gone.
Game over.
Yeah.
Missed the second one.
And this is what I was talking about. You can't afford to lose, especially on a map like this. You can't afford to lose positioning.
Here's the play, right? Storm, move in from the bottom. Take the zip line. You're gonna freak them out, and then have Seed and Nathan follow up suit.
We can cruise over here.
I hope they lose this game.
I
hope they lose this game. I hope UVU Black comes in and just puts them where they belong.
I'm curious to see what Storm does with that charge rifle.
Die.
Because he's
gonna die. That's all that's gonna happen.
Last week he was putting some disgusting amounts of damage. Oh, they're running. Okay.
Yeah. That's all they can do.
I'm mildly disappointed.
He dropped for the charge rifle.
Yeah. They didn't even. There's not even a scope on it.
Yeah, I'm flaming him. I'm flaming him. Everyone in chat should flame him.
No, see what
Bagels, if you're in chat, flame him, please. I know you like.
No, what me and Raccoon have been doing is we've been flaming everyone who has a bought heirloom, like Seed here, with our universal heirloom. No,
the bought heirloom is the $350 Final Fantasy sword.
Well, then a lot of these were tied to events, which you had to buy all the packs, and then you had a solid chance of getting it.
I guarantee you, Seed did not get this in an event. He just got lucky. I actually, you know what? I know he got lucky on an heirloom pull because I was there.
No,
and while I'm sitting here heirloomless for the last 7 years,
same.
I'm dying for the Mirage trophy.
I take a little bit of happiness from the fact of my duo did get heirloom shards at like, I think it was only level 250 or something like that. And he got it right before Valk came out. And he got the heirloom for Bloodhound. Makes sense.
Seed's going
Whatever.
down.
Seed is down. What? Okay, this might be a very poor position for us.
I think this is a really good option to run away.
I don't think we're giving ourselves that option. Yeah, we've put ourselves in a very bad position to try and run.
Yeah.
This is what we were seeing the last couple weeks, just getting absolutely pummeled. And then
they're
just
running
losing energy from there.
They are running the worst legends possible on Stormpoint.
Yeah.
You need movement.
You do.
And you don't get that from Catalyst and Newcastle.
No.
Storm needs to run Conduit. I think Nathan is fine running Valk. I think Valk is fine on this map. Get rid of the Catalyst.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. I think she's not useful on Stormpoint. She's can be very versatile on World's Edge. She's really good on King's Canyon.
Yeah.
She is garbage on Stormpoint.
I think we've gotten too into the
Ashe,
meta hugging.
Run
idea.
the Conduit.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer in my opinion. In my uneducated caster opinion.
Well, I think the only issue becomes we've gotten so locked into the meta hugging idea.
They do. It's a problem
that we almost refuse to change up the strategy at this point.
There's a lot of teams that do it, but what happens is these teams are comfortable on these legends.
Yep.
They play them religiously. They're their mains, or you'll see like. I bet Lawless TV probably is a Bangalore main. They're not playing a Newcastle, and I think that works for them because he's probably a lot more comfortable on Bangalore. Storm's comfortable on Newcastle. If that's the case, keep the Newcastle.
Yeah, you can.
Seed is not comfortable on Conduit.
No.
It shows. Let him play. I think you just let him play Bloodhound.
I think Bloodhound is a choice.
He's very consistent on Bloodhound. He's used Bloodhound in the past very well.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful sliding kill.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love to see those.
I think the only problem with Bloodhound becomes there's better ways to get information, especially this season, and there's just simply with the changes to being able to see health bars and Recon Legends being able to see enemies highlighted in red, he's lost his flavor. Like his ult is.
But playing Valkyrie, who is inherently bad until level 3.
Yes,
it's not, especially if you're taking these early fights.
Yeah,
like they're level 1, they've got very little shield, they've got poor guns. You almost have to rely on some of the legend abilities, and Valkyrie is just inherently bad when she's early game. And so playing her purely for endgame it's hard to really. In other games, you would do that, and you'd make a team that works around that. Not in Apex.
No.
You got to have a consistent legend that either scales really well with the game as it progresses.
Yep.
You can't, or it just stays constant the whole game. Valkyrie is either really bad.
It's high risk, high
really
reward.
Good. Exactly, and on high level matches like this, especially on Stormpoint, where Valk is good on Stormpoint. She's always been good on Stormpoint. It's hard to mix her with this
with the
basically
current meta.
defense heavy team.
Yeah.
And Valk is the meta right now.
Absolutely.
And Newcastle is really good. They typically aren't played together.
Exactly. I think with the current meta being Valk being so heavily played, you almost need to run a pure aggression setup.
The aggressive Watson is really good.
Absolutely.
And it'd be really good for the Valk combo. And we've seen it in a couple teams now, having the really aggressive Watson maxed with the Valkyrie. It's huge. And then you get a subsidy legend to kind of help bridge the gap.
Exactly.
If that's Newcastle, fine. I think they run Conduit. I think Conduit is just a lot more consistent than Newcastle. The shield's too easy to jump over and just pick him up from the back.
Absolutely. You've even seen a couple of Gibbies running around, which I say you can make work.
It takes a really good player to play Gibby in
Yes.
a lot of these games, because Gibby is never just fine.
Yeah.
He's always really, really good or really, really bad. Your hardcore Gibby mains make Gibby look way better than he actually is for your run-of-the-mill players. They've never been able to balance Gibby right.
No,
like
it's hard to. His entire moveset.
There's certain legends that it's hard to balance.
Exactly.
Gibby's one of them. Mirage is another. For the longest time, Revenant was probably one of the hardest ones.
I still think he's in a rough spot to try and balance.
I really liked him after they rebirthed. I thought that was a...
No, I do like the rework. Don't get me wrong. It's just still a very rough thing to try and
It's niche.
around.
It's hard to do, especially for a lot of like old school Revenant players that are used to the Death Totem.
Yeah.
He's really
You
great
give
because
away
that makes
some
it
of the like easy kills and just get out free cards, and you trade that for pure killing potential.
Man, would a caustic just be amazing right now?
As
like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that team OSO Apex set themselves up for failure there.
Yeah, that wall put them in a very bad
playing
position.
into the wall is fine, but you don't have anywhere to move.
Yeah.
You're basically stuck there.
Makes your platform more versatile.
I guess if they would have like a caustic to hang out,
yeah,
maybe give them some cover, but it's
that was just poor
setup. They got pushed and they paid for it.
Yep.
See, like I think this is a good comp right here.
I
really like the aggressive Watson.
Absolutely.
I think Nathan plays a good Watson. Nathan could switch over to Watson right away and be fine.
I know Povix here has also been running an incredible aggressive Watson setup. He's been hard to contest on literally any defensible position. It's just they tend to get caught up in the aggression, which EAO has
it's hard to say. They're kind of in and out.
Yeah. EAO has been able to make it work.
I think he's made maybe one or two poor decisions with Watson, like when they played into us with the wrong. Mine? This is
At Ohio State. I don't. So that's
Go Buckeyes. See you in November. Dog, okay. Losing to the Ducks? Really? Come on, guys. By one. And just because we didn't call a timeout. We needed a timeout. We didn't get it. And I'm so pressed.
Commence angry rant.
So pressed right now. Football.
We're talking about football for some reason.
Well, because best football team in the nation right here, man.
Well, they're doing pretty solid in Apex, that's for sure.
Go Buckeyes. Have you seen the rankings? They're struggling a little bit.
They were doing. I think they were top place, or not top place, but they were doing pretty.
Ohio State just put up 35 on Iowa. So I'm okay with that. And gosh,
I wonder, is UVU Black still in the game?
no, they went down.
They did go down? Okay. So it's kind of just anyone's guess.
Is there a school list?
Yeah,
Well, no, but like a locations list.
No.
No. Bummer. Wait to see. Can't wait till the Nebraska game. That's gonna be fun. Got me into a mood now.
We've got him addicted to football, folks.
I've been addicted to football. It's into Oregon. Just remember, Oregon. 2016. You'll never take. I'll never let you live that down.
I feel like there's a reference I should be getting here. But
Yeah, Ohio State won the first playoff national championship against Oregon as the underdogs. They with a third string quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah, they were good. Ezekiel Elliott was just unrivaled, and yeah, then they took the basically like a total underdog, like a 10% like betting loss rate. Ooh, poor Buckeyes. We'll see you in the lobby.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate positioning there.
Yeah, ooh, behind the wall. Now you can shoot through those walls, and I have seen some really, really disgusting kills through the walls.
Looks like
UVU Black gonna push in.
I thought you were saying they were dead.
I thought they were dead. Oh,
There's two.
it's UVU Green. That's who I saw go down.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say UVU Black has been putting up a solid fight almost every time we've seen them.
University of.
Shield cell here.
I gotta know now.
We're gonna something University.
Utah Valley University.
Maybe. It's probably.
Let's go this way. Cancel that.
The Mormons.
Maybe.
Mormons? The religion?
Oh, I thought you said something about.
No, I just said they're from Utah.
All right, we're getting it.
Hey, it's the stats don't lie.
Man, we got Mormons in Aberdeen. What are you on about?
Dog, there's Mormons in Wyoming. There's Mormons everywhere. Basically, all of the west side.
Yes, they do.
Well, they're bringing glory to Joseph Smith with these Apex games.
I'm missing out on so much, and I feel like I'm better off for it.
Brigham Young? Yeah. No, Joseph Smith was the guy that made the Mormon religion. No, Brigham Young was just a big supporter and was what BYU was named after.
Hey, you know what?
Damn, imagine.
He was.
Company people.
I have a lot of questions on the content of this conversation, but I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Nightfall's retired. The worst thing that can happen is
Forget
he just
about
doesn't
it.
ask me to come back. What did you change your settings?
No, it literally just does this.
Did you tab
Are
something?
you doing? Is your because sometimes you.
Tab.
This. Oh, I wonder. Did you when you changed your settings? Did you switch something over to like a UI-less when you press a certain button?
That's the problem because I changed literally the settings.
Yeah, maybe they're like restricting your observing skills. Or
There's no way they'd do that for a streaming with a 5-minute delay on it.
It also happens always at the end of the game.
well,
Well,
and perhaps that was the issue.
How many times have we had this happen now?
It's Apex servers.
Second time.
It's Apex servers. If the whole server crashed.
Nope. Just us.
what?
Did you get your HUD back?
Yeah, we did get our HUD back.
That's just Apex servers for you. It's they'll never get these things optimized.
No. I mean, hey, they're still doing better than Tarkov servers.
Doesn't matter how many billions they get every year.
They're just a small indie company.
They're just a small indie company. Ooh, beautiful horizon. Oh, but gets countered by the Watson.
Oh,
this is why I think Watson is just too good.
That was Newcastle's wall. Newcastle's wall takes out throwables.
Is that one of the upgrades?
No, that's just part of it now. It takes out throwables.
Why are you just... Dude, you get someone else's ability. You get someone else's ability. You all get each... Everyone gets your ability.
It only lasts for a certain amount of time, and it only works from the front.
But he came up on top of him.
It was still technically up front.
Ooh, Mastiff from the air.
The Mastiff is an enigma to me.
Oh, man. I don't like that they just keep doing that. It's like, hey, you know what they're doing?
You want a new ability? Here you go.
It's like Apex socialism. Everyone gets everyone else's stuff.
Apex socialism, folks. You hear you first.
Yeah, I wonder how many out of context quotes I'm getting today.
Oh, you're getting so many. I will personally.
Black actually has no pressure put onto this opposing team. They're just gonna get dogged on.
I don't think there's much pressure you could have put on because they just finished the fight with the other team, and then
it's like it was a third-party gank. It was probably the it was exactly what they needed to do. I mean, UVU picking up the kills they needed.
Absolutely. I think UVU is still going to very easily be sitting with them first.
They'll top. With iCroc being the kill leader, it's a no-brainer that they're going to be up top. Other than that, I really would like to see Hard Rockers switch their legend choice. It's not helping them.
No.
And with just it's so different. Ooh, look at that. All right, so Hard Rockers big drop after that loss.
Still single digits.
Black getting 66 points is very good.
Yeah. I know. The last time, at least, it was a contest between UVU and EAO near the end. But EAO has not been performing this time, so I'm curious to see...
What, the Ducks beat you and now you can't show up? Come on, guys.
Yeah, this is not the team they were running last time.
I guess, everyone gets a chance, right? Or whatever. I mean, getting your subs reps is reasonable.
You should do it,
and they should. Yeah, I really like to see. I love seeing UV Black play. They are just dominating.
Absolutely, they've been.
All right,
they are almost double the kills of second place already. So
Seed once again picking Catalyst and. It's
going to be the same team comp. Don't lie to yourself.
It's securing themselves a very poor performing game.
Yep.
I mean, you're seeing the Catalysts, but you're not seeing them matched with the Newcastle. You almost have to pick one or the other.
Exactly.
They're not movementy legends. You need a movementy legend. I think I think UVU Black's probably not running something different.
North Pad.
Okay.
Okay, I think we end up dropping with Cooked. Yes, we end up dropping with UCSC Cooked, which I know it's one of the lower performing teams.
Maybe they're going for those early kills, rotate around, fight UVU Green?
That's the only idea I can see here. But this is going to be a very ballsy play.
This is going to basically...
It's going to be luck of the draw.
Okay.
That's a...
Double early stars
yeah.
Seed.
Well,
Nathan,
we're not going to have an energy ammo problem, that's for sure.
Nathan not having the greatest loadout. They're going to try to push in, get some early kills. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Nathan picks down meals pretty easily. Oh, go for the finish. Be toxic. Come on.
Oh,
man.
you got to
It's
get the kills. You
Apex.
got to get the points.
But no, go for the finish. The finishing
Okay,
move.
I can see the argument there, especially if you've been damaged even remotely.
No, it's just a thing. You just have to do it. It's be toxic.
Be toxic.
It's a rule. If Nate, you know what? If Storm would have got him, we would have seen the finisher. I tell you, we would have seen the finisher. So they
I
put themselves in a good position now.
I
One
would have
teammate
loved
down.
to see the Newcastle finisher on Bangalore, only because it's iconic.
It's iconic. It is. And I guarantee you this is how the conversation went. Pushing up. He's down. Let me get the finish. Let me get the finish. Let me get the finish. I guarantee you that's exactly what that conversation was.
Beautiful shots
And
off this
Storm
G7 though.
Oh, there's Storm moving up. With the, okay. So
That's why I don't like the P2020s.
He got it's the meta. See, that's the gun.
No,
now.
see, the Mozambiques were the meta.
The
Then they got kind of nerfed.
P2020s
Now the
with hammer points
Mozambiques are still
so good, though.
They are, but at the same time, I hate the inconsistency once you get out towards range, even
It's
remote range.
Pistol.
And the Mozambiques are shotgun shit. They were out sniping some of the snipers earlier.
They're a lot. The Mozambique is designed as a long-range sniper or a long-range shotgun.
You heard it here first, folks. Mozambique is a long-range sniper.
It is a long-range sniper. Dude, if you can't hit people with the Mozambique from 400 yards away, can you really say you're an Apex gamer?
If you can't hit a moving target with an L-star, are you really that good?
I mean, you can hit moving targets with the L-star pretty easily.
Once you start getting out to range, though,
I mean,
Shield
just
battery here.
press fire. Quick fire.
I can see the
Early
argument.
fight though, taken very well. Hard Rockers got some early
Evo
good
build
damage.
up. Yep.
Seed not being up to level.
They are right next to a harvester, though, which will get them up that
They
level.
will. I think maybe it's in their best interest to push around to down beast.
Yes, that would be a very good play. I'm curious where this ring is going to put them, though. That's the thing.
We get a map. M4MT. Okay.
So it's a relatively close ring, too. So they could go for down.
I think what you're going to see is this storm closes in on Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's going to be rough. Jurassic Park, at least in my experience, is always just painful to fight in.
Maybe you see a barometer final ring.
That does look like a barometer end up, because that's where their next ring's going as well.
So I think you're probably going to see a barometer final ring.
Yep, which is going to suck.
It's
You have the high ground
the
or you
team that
lose.
takes the high ground is going to win this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Nathan moving up on the Evil Harvester. Should be careful of
Yep.
UV Black, which is hanging around here.
Yep, looks like we're getting shots. Okay, so I'm glad to see we got the harvester at least.
Was that
I would say it's
one guy? No.
best interest to start regrouping almost.
Nathan, you do realize there's people on your left, right?
Don't think he
Is
does.
it a duo?
Or is that us?
No. Oh, no, it is a duo. They're just really overextended.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that is us on the left. We're good.
Yeah, that was just a really overextended duo.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we do try and go towards checkpoint, choke point.
No, that's a bad decision.
It is.
I know they will not do that. It's a bad. I know they can't see where the team is at.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to assume there's a team there.
You really do. You can never go in that choke point on anything other than the most basic of pubs.
I mean,
Even
if
then.
they could get a Wraith in there to kind of scout it out,
Yeah.
you could possibly get away with it.
Or
But
else-
they'll go around. It's a good play. They can loot up a little at the
we got another
locations.
harvester here as well.
Yeah, it's not worth taking the choke point.
Oh. It never is, in all honesty.
Yeah, especially when you think it's clear and then
Suddenly, oh, there goes our
get
teammate.
here's Johnny Mome. Okay, location on enemy team over to their left.
They maybe.
Maybe. I wonder if this is a duo that wrapped around.
We are putting shots
Yep.
out at least.
This is gonna put shots on. Getting good position here, playing off the
Does
zone.
yeah? Oh,
Nope,
that
full
is a trio.
They're not going to engage Hard Rockers, though. They are going to push around to the other side. Nathan might be giving some chase just to get
Just
an
to put the
ID,
pressure on.
But as the storm closes, they're going to get... Ooh, they're not going to push up onto their location. It'd probably be a better play for them to push up onto location and then choke point Hard Rockers.
It might be. I'm curious to see what the game plan is here. Yeah, because it looks like they've just rotated out.
It's a good play. You can play off the choke point.
Yep.
Hard Rockers need to kind of make a decision on where they're going to push. I
don't
I
trust
would
this,
not push up.
but it does look like they've.
Well, because they're playing into another team.
Yeah, they're playing into another team,
Okay,
which
this
is the only
is-
reason this is recoverable. I'm very much questioning the hard push on to them,
Ooh,
though.
Buckeyes down again. Rest RIP, my boys. RIP.
Oh, and now we're getting
Team off their
pinched
back
and-
end. That's
yeah.
what we were worried about here. Okay, so what you saw here, this team, I believe, rotated
Frag.
to
Yeah,
the grenade.
beautiful frag.
Total massive rotate around
Yeah,
by USU.
that was
Basically,
just rough.
they're just playing off of the sounds.
Yeah. This is what I was saying earlier.
But
This is
they made Nathan wanted to chase. They shouldn't have chased.
No.
They should have sat home knowing there was going to be a choke. They did get picked up by that third squad, but at that point, I think you just make the decision to get out.
It becomes a question of what is smart aggressiveness and what is just
They're playing into the high ground.
head into the wall. Yeah,
They're playing into the high ground. It's a recipe for destruction.
it really is.
Let's see, on the board, though, we should have a pretty good lineup here. I'd love to switch over and see UVU Black.
Mm-hmm. Best performers so far. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I like. Okay. So
Oh.
they're playing off this final ring pretty early.
They
are-
have a beautiful loot setup
Yes,
though.
they
We're seeing
do.
gold weapons, gold attachments.
switched over to. Have they've been running Catalyst, right?
I believe. Yeah, they have been.
Yeah, they have been. For a little bit there, I thought they were running Watson.
What is?
Appears they
Wow.
haven't taken any fights yet, but they do have. They're trying to bide for this position, which is going to be great for their.
Oh, that's
final
what
ring.
they're setting up. Armor rotates in here.
Well, they've probably got a good idea that this is likely where they're going to be sitting in final zone.
Absolutely.
This is a really good setup, and they got here early to do this.
Yes, I love the idea.
It's not
here.
hard to tell where the ring's going to close.
No,
and
not at
it's
this
going to
point.
be a barometer final ring. We'll probably see it over by
The high grounds.
northern side of it. I think they're going to play into the high ground a little more than they would. Although it looked like there is a team coming like totally around via a. Ooh, look at that!
Yeah,
Totally coming around via the.
Ooh.
I can't. What is the ATV called?
Trident.
The Trident. Yes. It's been a minute. As you can tell, it's been a minute. That was a really good maneuver by them.
Yes. Beautiful.
Watson. Yes, exactly. Watson able to just
Where did this-
totally shut down.
Where did this Watson note come from?
Danger close.
No one's on there. No
Yeah.
one. Yeah. It was just
It's
there.
just here. you find a leftover Watson and you use that.
No,
thing,
absolutely.
dude.
You use that thing to hell and back. It's just
It's you.
Okay,
you
it's
sit
here
on
now.
it. You absolutely sit on that.
UVU just absolutely beautiful position on this ring too.
UCSD Navy. Being brought down.
Yep.
Helmet here. Let's reposition one.
California, San Diego.
Bunch.
want to say
Maybe.
UCSD. Want to say it's University of San Diego or University of California, San Diego. ULB.
CSULB.
They've been faring.
They've been doing all right.
Ooh, love a little action here. MSD.
Oh, looks like the action is deciding it's not worth it.
MST. Mountain State.
Minnesota State University.
Minnesota State.
No.
MST. Missouri Sci. Oh.
Oh, yep.
Fellow engineers, probably.
Dude, this is scary.
Scary school.
The scary school.
Seen their mascot?
What is
No.
it?
Grubby but with butter.
Is it really?
Serious? There's no way.
Tea mascot. It's like,
Enemy spotted.
MST.
There's no way.
Joe Minor. Look
Joe,
at
oh
that.
my God, it is just, oh my God.
Yo, that's
It's just
crazy.
grubby. Aren't we in the process of trying to get a new logo too?
We have a new logo.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
club
is
logo.
staying.
Okay.
Oh no, that's cool.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, well,
It's the equivalent of you can copy the homework, just change it a little bit. So
yeah. Bit of Minds history for you. We definitely copied someone's homework a little too hard back in the day.
Absolutely, we did.
And what was it? The University of Michigan was around a lot. Oh! Just taken out by the own old. Or not the own old, but oh.
That was a different.
That's
one.
a bad
There's
day
no-
to be
That's probably it for Crimson here. They're in a very maybe. There's the option to rat.
yeah, Washington State University Crimson. Huh? Yeah.
it was our first.
It was not ours first.
I believe.
Yeah.
No,
It did. It already did. It already did.
it already did.
Yeah.
Oh
The
my-
University of Michigan sued the School of Mines
And it.
for usage of their M, which is why we have the new M.
Oh my God.
So there's a bit of lore for you.
Come on, people.
Yeah. Our one now is cooler. But the old one, if you find some of the old merch in the rocker
In the
shop,
rocker shop.
you'll see it and you'll be like, "Yep, that tracks."
We
that tracks.
copy pasted.
Maybe might have did a little of God.
We're engineers. We're not meant to be thinking.
Yes, we are. We're engineers.
We went the wrong route. We should have sold Stanford. It's just a different letter for our acronym.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Or we could have used all three.
all three.
Yes.
Michigan's F, Stanford's F.
We're not meant to be
DSCC.
creative. At least not when it comes to art. We're not an art school.
Ooh, yeah, we're not an art school. We pump out useful degrees.
Hey man, you can't say that. We
Yes,
pump
I
out
can.
geology majors.
Geology is more useful than art. I'll die on that hill. Just like it looks like UMN varsity might be dying on this hill.
That undercase, UMN is throwing me.
That's a choice.
It's certainly a choice.
I wonder if it was a mistake on.
I bet you
Octane's
it
fault.
was.
Maybe it's not. But I don't know who would abbreviate something with lowercase letters, unless it's maybe like an international school. Although
Maybe.
I don't think there's any rules against it.
I mean, I don't see why there would be rules against it. It's just
I think someone screwed up.
it's probably. There's our caustic.
Caustic plays pretty well into this final ring. Very intuitive map, yeah.
Yeah.
I need heavy ammo.
We are slowly learning what
What is happening?
Apex is gonna crash again.
Watch.
Yeah, Apex is just gonna crash. I'm calling it.
And there's our full HUD loss. Oh.
It's only when, all right, guys.
It's only
don't
when
look
they
north.
look north.
It's for content.
They're just not
Well, then
allowed
I
to
think,
look north.
let's see, once you get HUD back, just switch over to UVU.
I think we have lost.
Yeah, we'll watch MST.
Oh. Oh yeah, we're full out of HUD there, but these guys are fine. These guys are facing north.
Yeah. All right, MST, give us some good content.
Please. Oh, that was a
Team
whiff and a
dropping in
half.
on 'em. Oh, this would be perfect to use. They don't have. They don't have a
Nades.
Watson. Oh,
But they do have the
hate
Newcastle
that. I
wall.
hate that. That's my that is my new least favorite ability because it's just straight up plagiarism. That is straight up just Watson.
I mean, hey, that seems to be our school's way of doing our logos. So
only the one. Only the one time.
Grubby is a
Grubby
fully
is totally
original.
And that's not even sarcasm. Nasty.
Nasty. Nasty.
There's someone named Queen Nessie.
I've seen far worse. I actually quite like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everyone
loves Nessie. If you don't love Nessie, we'll find your house.
No. I think we'll just shame you.
All right. Yeah. we'll take a book out. We'll take a page out of the furry book.
Oh no! Smiley face went down. It's smiley face.
It's not even colon 3.
Which team wants it? Hey,
I will 3D print
Coach
you a
T-
Nessie.
it's a plushie. Coach T wants a Nessie plushie. All you guys listening, donate, give us the money. We'll make it happen.
Yep.
We'll stream them opening it
Yes.
in the hot tub.
In the hot
During
tub.
the hot tub. Do I get invited to the hot tub stream if you
It's a
finally do it, T?
ballsy revive, but we're here for it.
Fair enough. It's saying something about me or saying something about esports? I don't know.
I think it's something about esports.
Yeah. Regardless, back to the gameplay. I'm with you on it. I agree.
I mean, I'll do it.
Did they really? That's what I'm saying.
I assume it didn't happen.
Not yet. You get. UVU's not dead, are they?
Oh, you
Love
did
you,
it.
Apex.
You did it.
Back in the game here. That's so goofy.
Oh,
And now it'll be fixed for the rest of the game.
absolutely. Oh, nope. UVU's still in the game. Flawless is still out there.
Oh, that massive gameplay is
Oh.
dirty.
Oh.
Oh, pop his shield. Oh, into the zone. Oh, that was dirty massive gameplay. UVU
There's
Black
UVU,
with
yeah.
both down, playing off of the zone revive. Oh, they're going to get this off, and it's going
It's going to be
game
rough
on.
from there. Beautiful frags. I'm loving the idea here.
Oh, that ultimate is going to come down and really put a pain into UVU's play here. Oh, that wall's going to... I think they just...
I don't think there's any winning this.
He has to play off. They have been... Yeah, he's going to go down swinging.
Yeah.
Take the loss. OSO, Apex with the win.
UVU is still
good.
absolutely...
Caustic is good on Stormpoint.
UVU still absolutely leading.
They are
the board,
absolutely decimating. They're just struggling getting the big kill.
though. Yeah.
The big win.
I mean, the first game was a big win. And they've done second place ever since. Every other game.
They need another win for culture, for content. Because I said
last game has to be a win.
Last game has to be again. Yo, oh, Banhammer.
Oh, we ban hammering?
Heck yeah.
Do we have the view bots in our chat again?
I love the view bots.
Yes.
I'm not saying that.
They definitely heard me.
Moving on.
Ban 'em. One more game to go. Wonder if I should shoot Nathan over. Oh, wait, they probably already started the game, have they?
No.
I was gonna say.
Nope.
Oh wait, yeah. We're
Live.
no.
Yeah,
Are
we are
live?
live. Yes.
No.
Live. That's why we have to have the 5-minute delay.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
live.
Yes.
Oh, there's no observer. All right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. The
One
stream,
sec.
5 minutes delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
not
I got you.
watching the stream.
Also, incredibly based wallpaper.
Don't run, cat. Run.
Octane rules?
Literally
You know what?
anything.
I'm not going to
else.
dig enough to find out.
We just dox ourselves.
No, no.
Nah, totally not.
That's not against the rules.
I'll take his word for it.
And, no, he used to play, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take his
Did I
word
ever
for it.
watch you play
Me?
Max?
Hmm?
Yeah, did you ever play?
I don't know. I can't remember. They never let me play. They never. I was too good. They never let me out of the cage.
True.
I'm curious to see if you do get a response.
He's not going to. He's in the zone.
No, he's looking at his phone.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
What is he gonna say?
Give us a response, Nathan.
He's not. No.
He's not going to respond.
No, hold on. He totally is.
He just ignored you.
Did he?
Yeah.
He looked up from his
He's back on screen.
Two hours and 19 minutes. Man.
Yep. I accidentally ran like a 6-hour stream last night trying to do Tarkov.
I should have ran a 6-hour stream of me doing fluids homework.
Yes.
Like, they're in the middle of the night.
Yes.
We should do homework.
Give me. Wait, are we
should
doing
do
like
home. We should have a
a
homework
regular
section.
escape from Tarkov? Are we doing arenas?
Nah, well, we could do arena.
Yes.
But I was just thinking.
Well, here it depends. Depending on how many people we can get, arenas could work very well as a head-to-head.
That would be kind of fun.
That would be very fun.
How many people could we get in a custom Apex lobby?
We've tried.
I know, so many times.
And I
It's
didn't
never
end
gonna
up watching
happen.
cables.
That was hilarious.
You got to get me the time of when we're doing that Tarkov event.
When I have a more.
I don't think there's gonna be a
I'm
set
sure-
schedule.
Black Ops 6 zombies.
Ooh,
Dog, maybe I will come to this thing.
yeah.
Really late too.
Oh yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you.
I don't know.
Do it.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
No, I think that was.
Black Ops 6.
They're
I think it might be
they're
a good
really
time to
taking
go
their
to-
time getting into the game.
I think it might be a good
6.
time to go to break.
Maybe.
I mean,
Let's see.
we haven't really been talking game wise.
Yeah, we've been just chilling.
It's
I mean, that's where the content comes from, man.
but they can't
It's
hear
just
one side of the
chilling.
conversation. What's the point?
Yeah, they can barely hear it. They can hear it enough. Everyone knows what Coach T is
Everyone
saying.
knows Coach T is just based no matter what he says.
Are we? We're just like chilling. They're not moving very quickly.
No. I say we board to the break.
Your bet is as good as mine.
To break.
All right, whatevs.
All we had and all we lost, all in time to speak of us. Heaven knows at least that we tried. All the naughty little things, 'cause we can't forget the better days. Playing on repeat in my mind. We see the world in a cold light. It isn't much, but it's all we needed. It's all we needed. With everything in its right place, don't push away 'cause it's all we needed. To come through and let
And we are back for the final game of Octane week number 3.
Hopefully we can survive to second ring this time around.
I don't get my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up. They're once again running that
Same team
just
comp.
terrible team comp for this map. And
I'm just gonna cry. Felt.
me every day.
Call me crazy. I've been liking the Eve 8 this season.
Eve8's really good this season, actually.
Yeah. I just wish it was able to compete as a more, like, because I get the Mastiff being just a one-shot machine. Just, there goes 100 health. There goes 100 health. I wish the Eve 8 could keep up with that.
It's really hard to balance that, though, when you do that.
It is. Like, the Eve 8's still very solid. It trades out high damage shots for a far more consistent damage spread. The spread on the Eve 8 is just so clean.
Eve is going to be really good. So, for any of you that don't play Apex and want to know a trick, you only have to ever shoot the flyers twice. Shoot them once.
In theory. In
No,
theory.
you shoot them once.
And then
They
you wait
flap
for
their wings 3 times.
Yep.
You shoot them again. They
Yep.
always drop the box.
We're not nerds. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was like UV. I saw UVU and then eliminated, and I was like, "There's no way they went down this early." UVU green goes
Honestly,
down.
They could probably go down this early and still.
And no, yeah, they would. They absolutely could. Well, unless UHEJB drops like a freaking 20 bomb.
Exactly. Unless they start, like, they get first place and this is like the kill game of the entire match.
Yeah. They'd basically have to like double their kills.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think that would do it.
No,
I think
they'd have to place high.
They'd basically have to kill everyone in the lobby and win.
Heck, I think what's going to be, I think competition's basically over for first place. Even second place is going to be hard to get to.
10 points? No. It depends. Well, it would
Depends
depend.
on placement more than anything.
How early do they go down?
Yeah.
How many kills can Crimson pick up? It's
a lot of different factors.
What you really want to be looking at right here is 8, 9, and 10, probably 11.
Yeah.
All with 1 point discrepancies. I mean, that's really kind of where you're
5 points off 7th.
Points off 7th.
Give me something that's not a double-digit place, and I'll be happy.
I mean,
Please.
all we have to do is get 1 point, and MST Gold goes down early.
That's asking a lot, you know it.
Not really, no. That's a pretty reasonable ask. All right. So early scan, get some location. They're going to be sitting on 2 rings. I don't see a lot of rotation out of Hard Rockers yet. They definitely they need shield. They need some upgrades.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit it probably this Evo Harvester.
Dropping somewhere and then having the next 2 rings on you kind of just sucks. It's like, do you take the risk and try and rotate out to get the damage?
No, you don't. You sit and ring. You wait.
Yeah, you sit and wait, but that puts
You
you at such an advantage. Or not, it puts you at such a disadvantage when it comes to like shields or anything like that.
It's hard to say. It depends on the comp. It depends on what you're playing into.
Yeah.
For hard rockers, it probably does benefit them to just sit and be patient.
Yeah.
They're gonna. I see them taking a fight that they lose.
Yeah. With Nathan on the helm, though, I bet you are going to see a lot of aggression here.
You have not been playing with Nathan for very long.
No, I have not.
No. With Nathan, you will see a lot of passivity, a lot of waiting, a lot of very calculated plays. Very, very intelligent in just general gameplay. Mostly poor execution.
Yeah.
And it's now if you get to ever play with Ghostly Hymns, very aggressive.
I have played a couple matches.
Very pushy. I'd like to see him come back. He'd be great for the team.
Yeah.
But
So it's just chip central over here. Everyone's putting a little bit of damage out.
these poke fights are not really beneficial. I mean, they're okay early on. You're not really fighting for heals or for spacing. You're just kind of getting those damage. I really don't know what hard rockers should do here. I think they just need to kind of be a little more patient. Maybe wait for a team to push up on the enemy team they're looking at, and then try to take a third party.
Maybe. I think it's just there's nothing for them really to do here. They can't try and.
They got cover for days.
They got cover for days. Both of them have cover for days, and you can't really
nice
try
headshot.
and like push them out because you both have a ring, so you can't just wait them out.
I'd love to see Nathan charge up that Sentinel and then just get a
Juicy headshot, kind of like that with the 148 on the charge.
Storm, come on, get the knock, man. Just get good.
Get better.
Buckeyes.
EAO does not like this map.
Oof.
Granted, I can't say we're much better on that respect.
No, we're not. OU though really got hard rockers in a pinch at the moment.
Yeah, there's not much you can really do for mobility here. It's kind of just get out.
Nathan's low riding in that chair. He is chilling.
Nathan's got the gamer set up.
He is comfortable. That team is rotating out.
Let's go there.
They're trying to get workers to push. I
Oh.
think it's a bad idea.
It really is.
Wait out this next zone. It's in Hard Rocker's best interest to just kind of play off of what they've been given.
Yeah.
Especially because it's going to be really hard to push in on that enemy team. They get the Evo Harvester so they can push back.
Let's charge that way.
Shots out on him though.
It's wasting ammo. It's basically just alerting the rest of the lobby to your location.
I think the rest of the lobby is all spread out across the rest of the map, though. I don't think there's much. Yeah, it's just the two of us nearby. Next closest is already up at checkpoint.
I mean, we're playing off a ring.
Yeah.
And ring is going to be in, like...
Probably where we're
probably
standing
where
right
we're
now.
hanging out at over by Beast. So I wouldn't if I'm the Hard Rocker team, I'm not getting too worked up on where I should be.
Yeah.
Who got picked up the 5th game? So we've got 4 first placed.
Yep.
And top 10. Got a
Got another bandit.
pretty widespread.
Yeah, I do. Oh, there's our 5th game. Wonder who did win our 5th game.
Yeah, I guess we'll see when the final results come out.
That we will. Don't seem to have got them very far on the leaderboard, unfortunately.
A lot of patient gameplay.
Yeah.
The poke fighting is just over, especially because I assume there's probably a team or two sitting over on the
Yeah,
far
they're
side.
starting to see teams coming in on this left side here towards the east.
Ooh, UMN varsity.
We have a busted.
It does look like that team's.
Ooh, here's the push.
There
So
we
Hard
go.
Rockers are going to play off of this third party. They've got to be fast. It looks like it's maybe UVU Black that pushed in,
Ooh.
which would be really big for the Hard Rockers if they can push it
I
in.
don't
They're going to smack down. One
I
got
don't
the
believe
Newcastle.
it's UVU Black pushing in.
Oh, it's
That's our Queen Nessie group, I think.
the big kill by Hard Rockers early. They get one. Yeah, this is I think, dude, this is UV. Has to be. Here's how it's.
No, it's not.
This isn't part of UVU Black.
Nope. You can.
Oh,
No.
oh no! I love being able to see where the enemy teams are.
That's WSU. That's Crimson.
But at the same time, it's also pretty fun getting to like see a team that you think is there, but it's actually like 1,000 meters away.
Yeah.
Optics
It's
here.
nice.
Mid-range.
Best of
Bad
both
with it.
worlds. But taking down, they got 2,
That they did.
Shield battery here.
and it appeared that maybe Hex was the only surviving member of the WSU Crimson team
Yeah.
from that fight.
That put.
I didn't. They do have a Newcastle, so we probably are going to see them.
back at rough strength again.
Yeah, maybe see an encore.
On over there.
I think Hard Rockers should push over to Beast and pick up the respawn. Logically,
Maybe.
logically, that's what they do.
Logically, yes. On the other hand, holding ring position, especially about to hit this mythic crate right here. Depending on what comes out of it, I know the mythic crates can be disappointing a lot.
Will this be?
That's the question. Do we see a Kraber or something of that
If
nature?
Nathan picks up the Kraber, I think we're
I
going to see
don't
a really
like.
good game.
I don't like that wall.
Oh, ooh, okay.
I don't like the Newcastle tactical there, only because it just broadcasts their position more.
Yeah, I would love it if Storm would not run the charge rifle and pick up the red weapon, boys. It's so good. You know what, Storm? Okay, we'll let you. You can stick with the charge rifle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Storm has been performing just
Very.
consistently. with the charge
He's got
rifle.
some consistent shots on the board. And he's got okay. That one.
What?
I'm
Scope?
gonna bite my. I love the scope. I love the scope. I'm gonna bite my tongue on. WSU Crimson does go down.
There it is. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they could not survive with a single teammate remaining.
Just shot after shot out of this charge rifle.
Wonder though, Hard Rockers have been put themselves in a really decent position. That's what you want.
That does put him at a slight.
Nathan,
Actually,
no.
No, I was gonna say Devo on. I'm used to controller play, which is why I use the Devo more close range. But I can mouse and keyboard Devo. I know is an absolute beast.
Well, and with Storm running charge rifle, you can kind of have him sit in the back.
Yeah.
And obviously, he's playing Newcastle, so the versatility of his ult being able to just jump over to you in a pinch
Yeah.
really helps. All right, here's the Kraber. Here it is. Come on.
Evo
Come on.
Cash.
Oh,
R99. That's
I'll take
almost
that.
scarier.
That is scarier.
You know, looks like that's gonna be going to.
See, drop that stupid Rampage and pick up the 99.
Nah, drop the P2020s. I say.
No.
The Rampage
no.
gives you a decent bit of range still. It gives
No,
you some utility.
dude. That when that wall comes down and you got an enemy team on the other side,
I'm
you
not
absolutely want that.
P2020s though.
Yeah, they're good. And they're gold too, so he's got hammer points on them.
Let's go here.
They're gonna just not pick up the R99.
That's a play.
I
don't like that play, but
I'm
it's a
holding
play.
that when it bites him in the butt. I'm gonna hold it against him.
I don't blame you. I'll probably laugh at them a little bit.
I definitely will.
I bet you they're going out to dinner, and I'm probably gonna join.
I would not have used that now.
Yeah. Well, you have time.
You can cover these spots really well from this corner with the boxes.
Yeah.
So for those of you that didn't see, the southwest corner of that box, you can cover really well. And it makes it look like it's empty, and you can bait kills. Like, you don't need to drop that ult. It was a poor decision.
It will probably.
They are stuck there until he can get that back.
In my mind, I think
Now this
it'll
actually,
still be back.
This is a good bait right here.
I do like it.
He's gonna. Storm's gonna sit there and watch that.
Does look like someone's.
They're gonna bait.
biting.
It's gonna work. You're gonna get you're gonna get a UVU black guy coming in to steal it. He's alone.
Yeah. You're right. That is UVU black right there. Oh. Is he alone?
He is alone. Oh no, he's
not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
His team.
He's just overextended.
Why is he overextended so much? Oh my gosh. What is he doing?
That is a questionable play.
I didn't see who they're playing. They didn't change up their team at all, did they?
I don't think they did.
Oh my gosh, he's so overextended. I almost think he's playing like someone like Wraith or Octane.
No, he's certainly not.
He's getting bodied.
And this is what I like the Rampage for right here. You get a little bit of extra damage with that shield.
Oh my gosh. Okay, his team came in to help out. It
Yeah.
looks like they're maybe going to be able to take it away, but they're just so They're so UVU.
Oh,
What?
UVU's gone.
Oh my gosh, Lawless got super overextended and he paid for it, and his team came in for save him, and they
No,
just
that was
played. Lawless Twitch TV, by the way. He overextended. I think he was. He got overextended, and he paid for that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They still easily secured.
I know
top
we're
spot.
supposed to be watching the Hard Rockers, but damn, I would have been fun to watch that match. Hard Rockers are like in the best position they could be now. Top 3 situation, duo on 1, and is it UWU? So
Is
like
it?
not even a top 10 team right now.
No, it's not a top team.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Okay,
wait, yes it is.
great wall placement. Wall
I
to the other
believe-
side. They're going to push in on that duo. That duo is really low. Ooh. Seed takes massive damage from the Horizon, or from the Valkyrie tactical. They're going to push in. Looks like they did get health off, but they're going to get picked up by that third team.
I think that's UCSD Navy.
Oh
is up
no,
there.
they're gonna try to push the teams into teams. Oh, great play by Newcastle getting that, but that health is coming up. Seed getting caught out. It's just a bad play. Nate Storm pushed up by himself. Oh
no.
No, and then you got
team
drop on
top.
from the top. Just bad play after bad play. Picking up second. What a great play by the winning team here.
Yeah.
Waiting for that push, and instead of taking on, just taking them on face value, let them fight. Took down Seed early. Seed got just caught out.
Yeah.
I think, and then Storm pushed in by himself. Got down.
Yeah.
You had one guy come in, clean up Nathan, and then the other two whipped around and take down the duo.
Yeah.
Such good calculations. Great play. Hard Rockers blew that.
Yeah. I still think that got him enough points.
I mean,
in the overall to put
top
them,
3, two teams killed. They'll sit fine.
Yeah, they're sitting 8th. That's
tied,
digits.
actually. Tied for 7th.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But they have more kills, so they automatically take.
Oh, do they? Is that how that
Yeah.
works?
Since
It's been a minute.
same place, yeah, more kills.
Bummer.
Indeed, but
I mean, but we took a second.
That's our best performance that we've had.
It's because I'm back.
3 weeks. Yeah,
It's 'cause I'm back.
I will gladly blame
It's
you.
I'll take that. I'll take that one.
Yeah, I will
I'll take that
gladly
one.
blame you on us doing better. Now, if you want to go coach them.
No, they won't listen to me.
Yeah.
I would not be a good coach.
Yeah.
Then.
But UVU once again just showing absolute domination over both, basically every group we've come across, even because almost 100 score, which
the UVU Black was a team that just couldn't make the Premier Cut. The Premier Cut teams are really good. So I guess good to see that they're doing that.
They're doing good.
They're faring well.
Good job, UVU.
I love
Limes
watching
get
them play.
better.
Yeah, they need a little help.
Yeah.
Good performance though.
No, still solid. Still solid.
Just some poor plays. A little bit of practice might help that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
But other than that, I got nothing else to say.
Our sponsors out of the way. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh?
We should probably do our sponsors.
Well, I'll let you take the reins on that
All right,
one.
the only thing I'm going to take over today. All right, thank you to our folks over at especially Blue Peak and Live Hospitality.
Peak of entertainment.
Stole my line.
Ah,
I actually haven't said that all
have you not?
But
You should.
Blue Peak is one of our oldest sponsors to date. It's great to have them around. Thank you for being here for day one. And Live Hospitality, one of our biggest donors yet. And once again, cannot thank you enough. The money helps set us up with some really good stuff in here and in the esports lounge. Also, thank you to Omnitech. Thank you for supporting. And check out our socials. We got ourselves over Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Hard Rocker Esports. Twitter is slightly different at SDM_esports. But past that, I hope you guys have a good night. Eat something if you haven't yet, because I know some of us. And
Coach T owes me Thai food.
yeah, I guess we should go get you some Thai, huh?
Give me some Thai food.
All right.
I got homework to do and coding to code.
All right, folks, have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. it takes is a moment. Is it fate that you came this far unbroken? If it's destiny, you wrote it. Poker.